So a little bit different video today. I'm gonna be working on my micro camper that I built out of a 5x8 cargo trailer. It's kind of a work in progress. I keep moving things around, but the issue that I've been having is that the ceiling is aluminum, so you can hear every time something falls on it, even though I have it insulated, it's pretty loud. It kind of sounds like a snare drum. So I'm going to pull the whole ceiling down, and I bought some adhesive sound absorption material, and I'm going to put that up on the ceiling and see if that helps remedy the issue a bit. So first thing I got to do, I'm going to pull everything out of the camper. The cool thing about this camper is that I built it to be not only a mini camper but also be able to use it for cargo. So everything is designed on a rail system here, so it's all on an E-track system, so everything is removable. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling everything out. And pretty much just like that, it's emptied out, and now I'm gonna start pulling down the makeshift runners that I have here holding the insulation loosely in place. I'm gonna pull those down. One thing I may redo is I ran the lighting along these boards, and the switch and everything is up there near the front, and I'm not sure I like that setup. I think I'm gonna move my battery source and everything over to this side, but that is not what I'm working on today. But for now, I'm going to pull these guys down so I can get this insulation out. So I got the pieces down that hold the insulation in place. So I'm just gonna start popping this insulation out. Alright, so you can see that the ceiling is just aluminum. I've coated the outside with some elastomeric paint for heat reduction and stuff, but man, wish I could get under these. But I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna put the insulation, stick it to this all the way across in sections and hope that it helps a bit. Alright. So I have a few sheets of this I forget what this is called. It's like butyl sound deadening stuff. I used it in the floor of my truck, well, the entire floor and firewall, and that made a big difference. So I have just 4 little sheets of this left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it right to the aluminum here in this center section, and hopefully that'll help just absorb. You know, I wish I had 8. I could do all the sections, but I don't have enough, and I don't want to buy any more for this. So I'm just going to stick 4 of them in these sections here and hope that'll help absorb some of the vibration when something hits, and then I'm going to put the other sound absorption stuff on top of that. Alright, I got those little pieces up. I'm under no disillusion that these are going to do much of anything, but I had them. They can't hurt things. And it's one less thing I have to pack and carry with me when I go on my road trip. So next I'm going to put the next layer of stuff on. This is the stuff that I've ordered. It's a closed cell foam with heat pad, or what do you call it, thermal absorption, so it should help with insulation and sound deadening. And I got a couple big sheets of it. I wonder if I can just use the whole sheet at once. Let's see what we can do here. So we got it covered. I went ahead and covered all the crossbars and everything just to reduce the noise as best as possible. I'm still going to put these sheets back in between the cross braces here like I had them before. Well, anyway, these are going to go back in. I'm going to have to trim them about 1 inch to fit them in, and then I got to get some sort of cover for the ceiling, something flexible. Everything in this build so far has been pretty much recycled stuff. I got the windows used. I got the door here off an old RV for free, and I just chopped it and shortened it. All this wood for the inside was left over from one of my work projects. All these pieces, everything's just scrap left over from projects. The only thing I did pay for were these E-tracks. I bought a couple long sections and then cut them up where I wanted them. All the table and the cross up there, everything is recycled other than that. This piece of carpet's left over from a carpet job I did. So I like to keep it as inexpensive as possible because this is just, you know, it's just rudimentary. I don't need it to be super nice. This thing's gonna get beat up. I'm gonna go look for a piece of something I can use for the ceiling. I got the insulation to fit back in, fits in pretty good. I put one side in here just to kind of hold things in place. I got this sheet of, I don't know what it's called, utility plywood or something. It's just a real thin sheet. It was like 18 bucks at Home Depot. So I don't feel too bad about buying that. I just need to cut it down to about 45 inches wide and test fit it in there. This is what's going to be on the ceiling. Once I get it cut down, I'm going to see if I have any paint or anything I can seal the back side of it with. Left over from something. I'm just going to hit the back side of this with a coat of it just to seal it and protect it a little bit. Let that dry for about 10 minutes, and I flip it over, do the other side. Alright, ceiling's in. Turned out looking alright. There's a million different shades of wood in here, but I don't really care. It's all scrap wood, so it's not gonna match. Doesn't bother me any. Turned out alright. You know, it's much better than it was before. With the exposed insulation, it should be quieter. I got some exposed fasteners here, but I don't really care. It goes with the industrial look of this thing. It's more for function over fashion. So that's it. Everything's going back in, and I'm going to start working on redoing my shelving system over here so that everything is going to be accessible from the sleeping area. I don't have to crawl around to reach anything. Work on that maybe next weekend. I don't know. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. Anyway, not bad.